All right. So this King of Cups in reverse, right? God, he's all up in everyone's reading, all through Tarot land, just causing havoc, wreaking havoc all over the place. I know I've done a reading on him before, but it seems the energy has changed. So what we're going to do is we're going to do another King of Cups significator reading. All right? That's what we're going to do. So, let's see what the cards have for this. What's the real story? Let's start with past, present, future. Oh, and he's already at the bottom of the deck. Oh my god. Let's start with past, present, future for this the King of Cups in reverse. What happened to him in the past? Like his younger days. You know what? Ooh, I never even did this before, but I just got an idea and I'm gonna fucking do it. Alright. We're gonna use Dark Mirror. And we're gonna pull one Dark Mirror for past, one for present, and one for future. I like that. Okay. Yeah, alright. So let me get one card on the past for this King of Cups in reverse that's been terrorizing the tarot community for 4 years. Give me one on his past. Give me the deep, dark secrets of his past. Wow, I got 3 cards, y'all. Perchance to dream for the past. Wow. Bride in a cage for the present. And Queen of My World for his future. Wow. Overall energy, peaceful among thorns. Let's figure this out. All right, so we've got the first one is his past. And it's funny because the moon cycles are new, crescent, and full. And up here is a half moon, but these go in order. So Perchance to Dream is card number 28. The stage is denial. So in his past, he was in complete denial of probably himself. It says, if I sleep long enough, when I wake up, the pain will have been gone. The sentence is to die, to sleep, perchance to dream, or ... Going dark. It's the time to surrender, to drown, to dive in head first in the cozy, all-enveloping darkness of the blanket. It is a moment of weakness, a desire to close your eyes and surrender just for one moment, 1 second, 1 minute. Not like a hero fighting the world, but like a kid, just welcoming the darkness outside, within, fully. How long will that moment last? A minute? We can say just a minute, but it's not true. Disappearing is but an instant, just the time to take a breath twice, and yet it can take ages. Ages we will regret. ages that we will have lost, like stolen by our own surrendering, and yet we close our eyes. We let one sense after the other slow down to nothing. Sight first, then hearing and smell. Last would be touch. The comforting hand we all deserve to hold us up when we have done enough and we just cannot but let it go. Wow, it's amazing how it had childhood in this. Like, so this was his past. He was a dreamer. He was a dreamer. But he had so much holding him down. Like, it seems like he couldn't breathe without getting, I got the word abused, but whatever. I don't want to get into that. I feel like it has a lot to do with time. Like, he didn't realize time had gone. If I sleep long enough, when I wake up, the pain will have been gone. I get drug abuse. I get a specific type of drug abuse. I get opiate abuse, downers. A way to escape. A way to not have to be counted on. You knew me when you met me. You knew I couldn't be capable of being counted on. That's what I'm getting. Like, you knew. Nobody can count on me. I just want to sleep. So first he lost his sight. And I don't mean physically. His psychic sight, he has it. He was born with it. But it was suppressed. It was pushed down. He had a third eye open when he was born. That's why it hurt so bad when it happened. I don't know what it is, but that's what I'm getting. First, his sight was taken. Then hearing. He didn't want to hear. He didn't want to hear other people be happy. That's what I'm getting. He didn't want to hear other people be happy because he wasn't happy. And that's when jealousy crept in and started lurking in his veins. Then smell. Then touch. He misses real touch. The comforting hand we all deserve. To hold us up when we've done enough and we just cannot but let go. So somebody didn't. Not somebody didn't. I'm sorry. Somebody wasn't capable of lifting him up when he did good. But they were highly, highly capable of paying attention to him when he did bad. So bad attention was better than no attention. And he got no attention when he was good. bit more on that? No, no, no. We're gonna do it now. I got the Two of Cups in the upright. I'll show you what I see. Can you see that? I hope so. I see an angry woman. It's like she's mad. And then he's got his hand out to her, like, please don't be mad at me. Please don't hate me. I know I did wrong. Look at his face. He's sad. She's mad. Her eyebrows are like down. His are like peaceful, but kind of begging. She's holding her cup of emotions, but I don't think she's gonna give it to him. But he's got one too, and he's not handing it to her either. I feel like this is like a mental fight. They look like teenagers to me, or 20s maybe. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. And somebody was trapped in their head. Maybe he did something really horrible to her. Even though she was good to him. And he liked the way that she treated him. She liked the way he loved him, or she loved him. He liked the way she loved him. I can't say that right, okay? But he still found a way to screw it up and make her angry. The red is standing out to me, even though there are other colors in the card. It's like the red is standing out. So maybe he was very root chakra oriented. And it seems like she was very throat chakra oriented with the blue on. I know he's wearing a lot of yellow, so maybe he was creative. Maybe he, yeah, because this one was perchance to dream. He was a dreamer, so maybe he was a very creative person when he was young. Can I get an, please God, no, not this reading. This is getting good. I'm actually using my intuition for this one. Let me get one on perchance to dream and the Two of Cups. Oh boy. Okay, yeah. There was no commitment. She decided not to commit because of what he did, because that red is there again. Whatever he did was painful to her. She was probably a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. She didn't want the commitment with him ever again because of what he did. He must have done something really bad. Maybe he got physical with her. Maybe it was something that she just wouldn't put up with. Can I get one on the Hierophant reversed? The Wheel of Fortune, that's the destiny. Maybe they were supposed to have a destiny together, but the devil crept in. Like in the past, they were supposed to be together. They were supposed to, he was supposed to change. She was supposed to be his catalyst for change. Oh, I see what's going on. All right, and in the future, he realizes that. But he's so caught up in his ways that he can't change anymore. But we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah. He juggled her for a long time, though. He always went back, and she always was friends with him. She always helped him. He always came back. He knew that he could count on her. But she wouldn't date him ever again. She came out of her head about whatever happened with him. She decided to stay single. I don't think she ever married. Maybe that's why Bride in a Cage is here. Maybe because he was doing things behind the scenes to make sure that she wouldn't fall in love with, or somebody wouldn't fall in love with her. Maybe he's been attacking her boyfriends ever since. Not attacking like fighting them, but like befriending them and finding ways to screw it up between them behind the scenes so that she can't move on to calmer waters. But she kept moving on anyway. She kept walking away because he was so in and out, and she didn't want to be like him. She didn't want to end up like him. Okay, so let's recap. In the past, he was a dreamer. He was a dreamer that had his dreams crushed at an early age. He fell in love with somebody who ended up not committing with him because of a physical assault, I believe. Even though they were meant to be together, like originally that was the plan that God had. But instead, he caused a lot of problems for her in the love department and probably the friendship department too. Later on with her family and friends. Because he wants his destiny. But that's not his destiny anymore. Alright, Bride in a Cage. Let's read it. Let's see. Card number 21, which is 3, which is childlike energy. I'm going to have to put something on top of these. Sorry, they're going to fly away. Bride in a Cage, card number 23. I don't know why. I'll be honest with you. I'm not getting like lover. I'm getting like mother energy. Oh my god, the weirdest thing just popped out on this card. There's is that Pluto? From fucking Mickey Mouse? What the hell is that? There's a city in the background. There's like this picture, and it's like of a dog, but a cartoon dog. It looks like Pluto, but not. It's not Pluto. It can't be. Or it could be. I don't know. It's like really light. Like it's not printed dark. It's printed with light, like a light gray against a white background. So I can't tell, but it kind of resembles Pluto from Mickey Mouse. I don't know. It's like a big picture that's on the wall or something. Maybe that has something to do with something. All right, Bride in a Cage. Card number 21. The stage is still denial. Okay, so he's still in denial years later. Tomorrow will be the right moment. Tomorrow will be better, even if today is hell. Okay, so apparently he's still in denial. He's still going through the same stuff that he was going through before, but hold on. Did we die waiting for the perfect day, or were we never alive? So now it's like the addictions that he had over here, whether it be physical abuse, sexual abuse, and I don't mean the ones that happened to him, by the way. I'm talking about the ones that, hi guys, the ones that he was putting on other people, the abuse that he was doing to other people. That abuse never let him get what he wanted, which was love. Yep. When we put the good of our life just in our expectations, we can dismiss the present, waiting for the dawn we know will arrive. The future becomes a shopping cart. It needs a bit of this, a bit of that, a few kilograms of that, and also a couple boxes of another this. When we look at it, it shines like a brand new day in a commercial. And as it happens with commercials, when the future comes, it's not exactly perfect. The smile is forced. The day is too hot or too cold. The kiss is dry. The lion limps softly and doesn't roar. As long as something is not here, but is pushed further along the timeline, we have the luxury to take it off of reality and treat it as a fantasy. We push forward and we push forward until we actually catch up with our dream, and then we crush. The future should not feel like a cage, not even a gilded, wonderful, handmade designer cage. The future is a tree, gnarled, rough to the touch, full of flowers only in spring, dense and damp through the rain, absolutely imperfect. So what I get with that is that he does live in a fantasy world, and he keeps thinking he'll have tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Procrastination at its fullest here. He doesn't want a perfect future. He doesn't want that. He likes his messiness. He likes his insanity, his gnarled, rough to the touch feel. He thinks he's absolutely imperfect. Perfectly imperfect, really. And I feel like it's his, like, it had a lot to do with his mother. It's like she never told him, or maybe not in the right way, that he was wrong and bad and doing the wrong things. Or maybe she just dated the wrong men and he watched her go through the abuse and stay. And so he thought that other women would do the same, or that it was natural that way. Maybe he thought that was the only way, but it's not. But it's too late. He can't change now. He's stuck. He feels like he's stuck. It's like he's in the gilded cage. He's stuck. He thinks he's putting other people in the cage, but he's in the cage. Or maybe he wants somebody to come into the cage with him and be stuck together. But how would you live like that? What could you enjoy? Netflix and chill? Maybe he doesn't have the mental capacity to understand that that's not the kind of future for the kind of girl he wants? I just got a scene from the Joker in my head, but not just any scene. It's the scene where him and Harley Quinn are in the kitchen and they're normal and they have a baby sitting in a high chair and they're feeding the baby and he kisses the baby and he leaves for work and he's in his suit and he's all clean cut. And Harley Quinn looks like a queen of cups, not a queen of swords in reverse. She looks more like a queen of cups in that. I don't know why I got that visual, but that's what I just got. So, like, that's his dream, but he doesn't have the capability of putting it all together and holding it all together. He's just not capable of being that kind of guy. Even if he found that kind of girl, he wouldn't know what to do with her. He wouldn't know how to deal with her. He would think that she's always cheating and doing something that she shouldn't be doing. And then he would try to punish her. And he would always have low self-esteem. And he would always think that there's another guy out there that's going to take his girl. And it's so ugly. All right, let me pull on this. That's what I'm getting. Oh, and the Queen of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. I didn't even know. Oh my God. All right, let me get one on Bride in a Cage. It's like he wanted to stick his bride in a cage. But he can't because he cares more about money than love. He cares more about money than love, and that's why she put a death to it. I feel like it's the same person that was back here in the Two of Cups in the innocent part, you know? I feel like it's still that girl. Like, I'm sure he's dated other girls, but he may have always compared them to her. He may have always competed them with her. He may have tried to get her jealous by, I don't know, calling them the pet names that he called her, or picking girls that were just like her, that maybe liked the same things as her. There's a black cricket heading right in my direction. God told me to look at it and I saw it. Oh, come here. Oh, where'd you go? Where are you? Okay, he hopped behind the camera. I'm not going to catch him because he's scared, but... Okay. That was his lady luck. She was his lady luck. Because good things always happen to her. He thought by trying to make her jealous that she would come back, but it made her just grossed out. Let me get another one on this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups in reverse, and yeah, he didn't want the cycle to end. He would always come back with some little tiny offer in this little tiny energy, like a childlike energy. But he wouldn't give fairly. He didn't want to stay. He only wanted to come back and get a dose. He knew that she was an empress, but he wasn't listening to his intuition. He couldn't go inside himself and fix the things that he had broken inside of him. He couldn't see things from a new perspective, but he's starting to now. He had imposter syndrome. But now, in the present moment, his conscience is kicking in and he's keeping secrets. But he wants to come clean, but he can't because he has imposter syndrome. He doesn't even know who he is. She does. She knows exactly who he is. She knows who he was meant to be. She knows who he became. And she knows that he is the only one in the whole wide world, including her, that can fix it. She knows that he's not capable. And that's why she remains in the future the queen of his world. Let's read it. She broke through the illusions. Card number 24, which equals a 6. Queen of my world. The stage is bargain. So we went from denial to trying to bargain your way back in. That's what he's going to do. I set limits to my world. Inside, I am queen, and outside is lost. I am my world, and my world is me. I am royalty. There is a space out and a space in. There is my realm and what is mine. And there are other places. I will not care if my world is made of thorn and ice, and if it's carved by my blood. My world is my world. I rule. I decide his borders, and I am law. I am princess. I am blood in the veins of its heart. I am the warrior and the bride. I am alone, and I am the first among many. Be fearful of my world, because it's paved of my hopes and dreams. You have no power there. I am greater than the stars, and more beautiful than the moon. Cancer energy. So here we have the Empress saying, I am the fucking queen of my world. You cannot come in here and destroy my world. I will not let you. I am the queen. She knows that he cannot fix himself. She also knows he won't get the proper help to do it. So she will not let him in. She is confident. She's fruitful. She has everything she needs by God's hand. All of her passions and desires come from God. She does not need a man to give her strength. She will create her own wish with the help of God. She does not want to come in from the cold with him. She does not want to come back. She likes her world and she wants him gone. He's done nothing but give her thorns and ice. But she still found a way to create a world from that. She is exactly who he knew she'd grow up to be. No matter who he tells lies to about her, he knows. that she's exactly who he knew she would be. She grew up to be exactly who he knew she would be. Let me get one on Queen of My World, Ace of Wands, and the Star. She deserves a King of Swords. An honest person, not a Page of Wands in reverse. She deserves an honest man. She definitely wants somebody from her past. But it's not this guy. He is not her wish fulfillment. She knows her ships are coming in. Though she doesn't know when or how, she knows they'll be here. It's a big ocean. They have a long ride. A long voyage. Jesus. Judgment. She's calling judgment. She wants her new beginning and she wants him to leave her alone. She wants to be peaceful among thorns, which is the overall energy. Sorry. Card number 26 breaks down to an 8, which is karma. That stage is acceptance. Wow, we went from denial, what was it? Bargaining to acceptance. Okay? The spiritual can't solve the material, but it can transcend it. Coexistence of the material and the spiritual realm is the human way to enlightenment. Going dark. We talk too much about spiritual stuff, spiritual that, spiritual this. Not that the spiritual side isn't important, especially in an age when everything seems reduced to a materialistic drive. But aren't we going too much to the other side? I have a money problem. Go spiritual. I have a health problem. Go spiritual. I have a love problem. Think of true love and go spiritual. I want to have sex. Go spiritual. If we were truly able to solve problems like this, what is spiritual would have been sold in the grocery stores. Sometimes to solve money problems, you need money. And to solve love problems, you need to fuck. Strange, but true. Getting spiritual is not what solves our problems. It is what gives depth to our solutions. It makes them meaningful. It takes us from the small to the wide, from the river to the ocean. But sometimes we are not ready to make it our center. And therefore, it's perfectly fine if we do not. I get so much from that card. He does not want her to be spiritual. He wants to fuck. That's the first thing I get. No surprise there. He doesn't want her to be a high priestess. He wants her to get a job. He doesn't want her to be spiritual. He wants her to be religious. He doesn't want her to be herself. He wants her to be what he wants her to be. That's what I get. And the reason why he wants it that way is because he cannot do what she's doing. It's not because she's wrong. She doesn't want to fuck. She wants to make love. She wants to feel the passion of your muscles pushing together. She wants to feel the arms wrapped around her tightly, holding her down. She doesn't want to fuck. Fucking is for kids. She's spiritual. She makes love. That's something that he can't do. And when she does make love, it's fire. It can burn your soul. And that's why 40 years later, he's still chasing her around. But he doesn't understand that. And now she's awakened. Now her Kundalini energy is awakened. So he's so entirely too curious as to what that might be like. So instead of doing the work and becoming the man that she needs him to be, he wants to fuck and trap her with a kid so that she can't leave anymore. That's what I'm getting. He doesn't want to rise to her position. He wants to bring her down to his. Like the whores and the drug addict girls that he likes to pull in on a nightly basis. As though she's anything like them. Not to say there's anything wrong with them either, but they're just not her. And she's just not them. And that's not the life she lives. He thinks that he can break her and get her naked and throw her around the bedroom like a rag doll. But she wants somebody who she can do things with that she's never done before. He is the thorns and she is the peace. But he doesn't want to acknowledge that. And that's sad. That's not all I get. Hold on. She knows that he is very surface level. Okay? And she is extremely deep. So when she makes love to somebody, she wants it to last. And when he fucks somebody, he wants to run away the next day. This will not work out. She has transcended the material world that he revolves around, or that revolves around him. She has risen above that, and he hates that, and he hates her because she did that, and he couldn't stop her, and he tried so freaking hard to do it. He put everything he had into destroying her spirituality, Go back to school. Go back to college. Go to church. Pay tithes. She walks with God already. She does not need a building. Jesus is her best friend. He walks with her. Just like in the days of Adam and Eve. Though she cannot see his physical form, he's with her in every decision that she makes for herself. And this King of Cups in reverse cannot handle that. How dare you put Jesus above me? How dare you put another man above me? One that I can't compare with. One that I can't do anything like him. I'm nothing like him. How dare you put him in my position? Wow, I feel like I just channeled that shit. Whoa. It's time to let go, King of Cups. Either rise or let go. Those are your options. You can't have her your way. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. But I'm not. But I am. But I'm not. You never rose. You never rose up. You never became the king. You're still just a page who thinks he's a king. King Midas. Look at this fly right on my finger. Oh my God. You could have had your gifts and you could have had your wife, but you chose not to. You chose a different path, and nobody's trying to stop you on that path. It's your path. That's mine. That's the Empress's path. And there's nothing, and I mean nothing, that you can do to stop her. All you can do is rise. That's all you can do. The end. Oops.